Peter Obi has exposed many politicians to be inconsequential after the last election. Jandor, welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel. The governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Aziz Olajide Adediro, has praised the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, for what he had done in the last election. Jandor said that Peter Obi made a clear statement that so many Nigerian politicians are overrated. He stated that many top politicians lost the election in the state because it was majorly about the people's decision. Jandor argued that this could also be the case on Saturday. He alleged that the people are most likely going to take some politicians by surprise in the election once again. According to him, it is no longer about the political structure, but the mandate of the people, which is constituted of power being wielded through their PVCs. He said, many people will receive the shock of their life on Saturday. Peter Obi has exposed many politicians to be inconsequential after the last election. Labour Party without agents and assets were able to pull that huge vote, and they became a talking point after the election. This is because people came all out for them and stood by the vote. Now so is supposed to be for democracy now, Jandor. Now so is supposed to be. This thing we have been calling democracy now, the demo the craze, we African China talk. Yes, our politicians been the demo the craze. And we are this kind of people in Nigeria. We don't try something, we don't give up. See, we need to have the brain of the white people. Now, why I'm saying this is, you see the person where creates, where they think, say, people can be transported from one place to another by air, because by land, traffic go down. We supposed to think like the person did not give up. The person continued. Even that project, I'm not sure that the person will even start and I finish. Somebody was crazy enough to come out and think, this land, traffic, you understand? People can be transported through air. And so when he was saying it, people were like, are you crazy? Now so he's supposed to think. The same to the person that thought, if I talk here, somebody feel they hear and go say, wait till this one they talk. That time where there was no radio, there was no television. If you talk, people communicate through that. I'm sure if he had shared his idea with somebody, would have told him, what are you doing? What are you saying? What are you doing? But it's the truth. We have to have this never give up spirit in us. We have to see this thing as, we need it to get better. As a nation, as a people. I don't know if you understand where I'm coming from. That's what democracy is supposed to be. You come outside. That's what democracy is supposed to be. You come outside, can't decide, not allow anybody to tell you that your vote do not count. Don't even allow anybody to bobo you. And that is what they want us to believe. That is why they did what they did on Saturday. So that they'll be able to tell us your votes no count. A lot of people were of the opinion that their votes do not count. A lot of people had to be convinced. The people who are more than 30, 40, 50, you have to convince them. It's not because they don't want, but they say it does not make sense. It's just like you building an enterprise, investing in an enterprise. Maybe you want to have a business, and you build that business, and along the line, you experience setback. Heavy setback could be say you even lose money, better money, or you don't invest for the business. If you're somebody who, yes, your will is stronger. It's yours. It does not mean you're not going to cry. It does not mean you're not going to grieve over it. But you still pick it yourself up and you still continue. Do you understand? It might not happen immediately, but you pick yourself up and you continue. Why? Because you believe in that thing. But if you don't believe in something, that is why many people during election, some people prefer make them they play ball. Some prefer that day night they go do washing and setting for the whole washing and cleaning. Go scrub wall, then go scrub ground, then go paint, then go do this one, then go wash, then go cook. The election day. Yes, now. To them, na clean up day for their ass. They know they come out, they don't do anything. But this last presidential election, people were convinced to come out. People say, no, today I no go wash this clothes. I will give a dry cleaner. Or no, after the election, if I come back, I will wash them. Or before the election, don't keep everything down. a lot of people came out for the first time. And they saw what happened. If you allow these people things say, and the politicians say, if you allow these people things say, then get power like this, you don't finish. That is why they did what they did, so that they can actually come out again and tell you, I told you, it's election. I know people doing election, they normally say that, maybe say they don't already select person who will be the leader of Nigeria. I'm like, select people to be as how? This is a rig. It was rigged, and we are not supposed to be glorifying it. We are not supposed to be sounding, how am I going to say? I don't know if you understand where I'm coming from, Sha. Okay, all the noise about structure is just a myth propped up by all the masses. Now the masses have woken up. The politicians are now begging. That is it. They don't say the people they know they sleep again. Even people are surprised by themselves by this election. People tell us, now so it's supposed to be, my dear. The election time, you come outside, participate fully. This one is not a matter of participate fully. Whether I like it or not, there are people who flew in from abroad to vote. Do you know what it is? For the first time, they believed something. And then what happened? They came out and they saw that, now we hold ourselves. Then see I'm saying, now we hold ourselves. If we want to get better, we'll get better. Jandor, don't be fooled. It is just the coincidence of the answers grievances that made it look as if Edwin pulled crowds. Saturday is here. What do you mean? So in all Nigeria, now the same issue. People are tired, okay? People have gotten to their breaking point. Remember what I said about people getting to their breaking point? That they cannot endure any pain again. They just have to break free. They only vote, they only vote for competence and not even answers. Don't be surprised. People may not come out to vote this Saturday because they're not ready to take away Lagos State. So do not be scared. And that is it. These Southeasterners, not that they will not come out, but their goal of coming out is not to collect Lagos. It's not to snatch the power. These people, if I say they know, see, even at the presidential level, all these their Biafra nation they're shouting, make Nigeria stable. Let the economy be stable. Let there be security. Let there be equity, fairness, and justice. Let there be rule of law, separation of powers, true federalism, federal character be used in allocation of funds and resources. I kid you not. You see people they call the Southeasterners, they don't go come out and make noise. Everything they go smoothly. Their business will work out for them. Everything they go, they no go complain. But it is because these things are not working. That is why you keep hearing, even this thing I'm saying, not just the Southeasterners. Everybody in Nigeria will also be like that because everything they work. If you're even talking about who is going to win Nigeria, nobody will hear you. Why? Because everything they work. It is because these things are not working. And they're supposed to. That is why we have all these things happening, both grievances and all. Alright, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time. Enjoy the rest of your day.